videos, and today, I'm gonna be reacting to why men, women don't want relationship anymore. This is got something to do with the new generation these days. Things have to be changed some recently. I'm gonna be at this, and y'all know, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification so that we may mess up. Alright, so yeah, it's something have to do with why some relationships not work that much, why they don't want to be into a relationship, because it's something to do with men versus women, something to do with toxic advice, or something to do with like they don't feel happy with being in a relationship. Things aren't going to be work out the way what they should be. I don't know why, but they just found out what it is.
Overall, are starting to become a thing of the past. Boy or girl, at some point we've all fantasized about the idea of being with somebody in some sort of long-term intimate relationship. That one person you could truly call your own, and for lack of better terms, the one. But even for myself, nowadays it feels harder than ever to commit to the idea of being in a relationship. In a lot of ways, it doesn't even seem practical. And I think one of the biggest reasons for this popularized opinion is hookup culture. That makes it with women being over-sexualized to the point where a lot of women are actually leaning into this over-sexualization just for financial gain, or maybe some type of validation within themselves, whether it be in the real world or on the internet. And while doing this, preying on the mind of the weak-minded man. This is what I believe is the destruction of the core values that make a relationship work. Because if you really start to think about it, what makes a man and a woman want to make a relationship work? This is what I believe is the destruction of the core values that make a relationship work. Because if you really start to think about it, what makes a man and a woman want to get into a relationship in the first place? It's the progression of growing with someone gradually to the point where you want to slowly keep unraveling, finding more about this person, getting closer with this person over time, and that time is what builds that bond and connection. Being able to slowly become infatuated with the person you're building this bond with, leading into fantasizing what could potentially be. But with how fast everything is moving in the current day, what used to be something that was earned from both partners building into a relationship, nowadays you'll be leaving the first day confused if you don't get to clap some cheeks. But let's be real about something. When you're dealing with acne, that can give a very serious hit to our confidence, especially when we talk about interacting with women. I know that feeling, man, when you looking in the mirror and you seeing all these breakouts on your face every day. Yeah, that's tough. But this is where my good friends over at Teej Hanley come in. They've made skincare for men so simple, especially with their new Teej Clear Acne System, designed specifically for you guys to take back control of your skin. So if you're struggling with acne, I recommend you guys start with the level 1 system. It's gonna come with everything you need. The acne face wash cleans dirt, oil, and it goes deep into your pores and keeps those clean too. Glycolic pads, this exfoliates your skin, minimize your pores, and reduce blackheads. And the good old acne serum, this fights bacteria, reduces redness, and it makes your skin stronger so you don't have to deal with acne in the future in the first place. Over 80% of men that use this Teej's systems, they've seen improvement in their skin in just 2 months. Us as men, we tend to have thicker skin, which will sometimes lead to our skin being a little...
Yeah, I used to have the blackheads when I was teenager, but the only thing I used was just lemon. I used some lemon. Sometimes I used the what's it called? Some face cleaner, lemon, and some lotion, other stuff. Just for to get rid of the blackhead. But most of the time, I use the face cleaner to get rid of the blackheads. It's some like mint. It's some mint wash, and then I just add it with lemons and stuff. That way, that it's all over my. I have pimples in the face and blackhead around my cheek. But it's clear now. See this? Everything is clear because I just been washing my face. I like to take care of my skin. That's all it is though.
In the building stages of a relationship, it's only going to work if the value between each other still needs to be obtained. Let me break down exactly what I mean by this. Forget all the other superficial stuff. Let's break this down on an instinctual level. Our biological purpose as human beings is to find a partner, mate with that partner, reproduce, and raise those kids up to be strong individuals so that they can go out into the world, and do the same thing one day. One of the strongest gifts that we have as human beings is the ability to be able to recreate life. That is very valuable and not something that should just be messed around with. But somewhere along the lines,
it is created by God though. But that is the best reason. Mess around because some call it hookup culture. It's not a thing because you can't end up pregnant. Alright? You can't miss out with that, alright? That's why they important to hold on to marriage though. Alright? Don't make this thing worse than possible, or else you become the end of like baby mama or baby daddy. Ain't nobody else don't even want that. Nobody else want that.
people just started doing this more and more without ever even needing to be in a relationship.
That's true.
AKA hookup culture, sleeping with anyone, having babies with anyone. So understand when I say that relationships only work when the value still needs to be obtained from one another. That if our instinctual value can be received without having to commit to one person or without having to do the hard work of getting to know somebody, why would we go ahead and then keep getting into relationships? It would be a complete waste of time, right? Or at least it would feel like it. If you had a tree that can grow unlimited money, would you still want to go work a job?
I think the surface level answer for most people would be
no. And this is what a lot of people have opted to do when it comes to relationships because of what it feels like on that surface level. There's an easier way of obtaining this value. Why would I put myself through the stress of dealing with somebody's bad energy, their baggage, their family problems, when I could just hit it, quit it, have a great time, and move on with my life? I think what's really been lost here is the overall appreciation of the value that is much deeper than what is just perceived on that surface level. Things that
love is a deep connection that people have a hard time finding it.
Music doesn't glorify, the things that money can't buy. Yes, you can just go hook up with somebody and get that gratification sexually in the moment.
But hook up and making this work, that's really what the weak mindset is all about though. Okay.
Moment, right? But what about
y'all too young for this? You want y'all to make, it's your choice to stay. It's about protecting your own bodies. That's all. That's I give up with somebody else.
About when you need somebody to have your back, when you need somebody that's gonna hold you down when you hit the lowest points of your life? How about somebody that you can lock in with and help each other financially as you're obtaining and reaching new goals in life? And probably one of the most important is somebody that you could have kids with, and y'all both being in that child's life, giving it the love and care that it needs to truly blossom in this world, but to not be subject to the traumas that can't really be explained when there's only one parent in the household. People are opting to take the surface level parts of what a relationship can offer rather than being in a relationship altogether. But what a lot of people are overlooking is you can't obtain the true values of what a relationship has to offer without truly being committed to at least one person. Even if we dial back the relationship and just keep things on a friendship level, would you really put your life and neck out there for somebody that you didn't really know like that?
Yes, don't. If they don't know you, and they don't actually know you, just don't be a simp. Just be true to yourself.
That you truly haven't built a bond with like that.
If she don't interest you, just let the thing go. It's all about self-respect. In the meantime, it just is what it is, though. Ain't nothing to do about this. Ain't nothing compelled about this. Ain't nothing. It just is what it is though these days, man. To be honest, girls are the same, boys are the same. I need to quit that. It's 2025. A lot of things change. We have to be focused on making them be the better version of yourself. And most importantly, stay true to them about yourself. Stop paying to what the internet was told. To be true of yourself, what you really want to do.
The answer is probably not. And that's just on a friend level. So when you put that back,
if you don't want to say friendship, then just do that, alright? Just keep it as a friends, though.
Back up on the pedestal of a relationship. Are we really going out of our way for each other? Definitely.
And not just a hookup culture, also a toxic one, too. That there's manipulated, there's controlling, there are some who try to be forced to be in a relationship. Just being honest, that's the thing why that people are afraid, start to have a drama and stuff, and just hey man, what did they get in my nerve was to ask me about not asked me to tell her that he talked about like this girl is. I was like, okay, so what? I tell my homeboy, do not choose to hook up. Alright, do not choose to think about it once you turn 8. Once you are adult, y'all don't have to do something dirtiest stuff ever. Alright, but they don't care about effort. The only thing I trust is just my homeboys. He really good person, but he also afraid of girls. So, but still, he actually really good person. Hey man, new generation, you're gonna have to stop this. 2025, man. I want y'all to delete all the OnlyFans, delete all the stuff, because that way you can help y'all to build, have some trustworthy. It is what it is.
Not for somebody that you're just hooking up with on the side. The reality is you probably don't really care like that. You
Yes.
have to earn.
Yes. And everything is about hookup and understanding you just don't care no matter if they trying to get to know you about something. The best way to do it is just like, don't. Just don't.
Earn those cheeks, making those cheeks not valuable. Now, I know I'm talking my shit right now, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I understand where a lot of y'all are coming from. I'm victim to it too, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm not waiting till marriage to get intimate with somebody that I like. You could argue with your mama, I could give a fuck. I'm just keeping it real. But I understand that I can't just be out here just doing degenerate shit, just sleeping with any and everybody. Because if I feed into that lifestyle, I'm not gonna
They become addicted. It's no good.
be setting myself up to truly
They
build
become
a
addicted.
strong-
What the regretted thing is to let people just hook up, being hooked up with anyone, and yeah, ain't nobody is perfect. It's just no good at all. Like it's just not even a good start though. All right, the best way to do is just, you know, just get to know them, show them how you really care. Y'all don't have to hook up. All right, just be in a relationship. You can be in a relationship while you even hook it up. That's what it is, unless y'all married, alright? Unless they choose they don't want kids or something like this. But hey man, one day it is what it is, man. Alright.
Strong bond and relationship with a woman, so one day we can invest that time and energy into raising a child together. I want that for my kids. So knowing that, hookup culture just can't be the answer. Recently, I was
Yes,
watching
it
this
cannot.
interview with the rapper T.I. and 21 Savage. 21 Savage asked T.I., can a man be happy without committing to one woman? And T.I.'s answer, bro, it really stuck with me. Like, I felt like it was very powerful.
Do you feel like a man can be happy without one?
He can be happy out until he fall on fucked up times. You gonna have a bunch of good days, cause you ain't gotta make no sacrifices. You ain't gotta make no compromises with nobody. It's all about what you want. So you gonna be as happy as you can make yourself. You get to a point of old age. Something happened with you in the hospital, and you know what I mean. And really, it ain't nobody else. If it's just you, bro, can you imagine if something happened to you? Caught COVID, let's say cancer. Nigga can't cancer. You gotta spend all that time in the motherfucking hospital. You gonna be happy until shit like that happens.
Yeah.
That man will be happy until some bullshit happens in a freak scenario, which ultimately we don't have no control over. And if that man were
I mean, yeah, we have to be careful about with these people, cause we never know how no good with these people are. I don't speak that much, so but what I say is like, careful what y'all choose. Alright, if you find out like any the sorts of thing, like if they the mean person, if they toxic, if they a 3 or 4, if they are, don't respect you the way who you are, it is what it is though. But it doesn't mean that they can trust you, but you cannot just be like do something that is disrespectful. Like you disrespected to say that, oh yeah, he the worst person, or then the guy said, oh, she the worst person too. Like if y'all don't like them, just tell you don't want to be in a relationship with him. That way he can be happy without him. He can move on with the life. I did it with drama too. Since that they try to manipulate me, I don't want that. But one thing I learned is ain't nobody perfect. Sometimes ain't grass was always green on the other side. When I find out who these people is, this is not what type of I want though, okay?
to lose
I see this video about this guy who said that he got talk about cut the dread up because you just want to get girls. That's why you want to get dreadlocked. I'm gonna tell you something that, hey man, about me getting dread, because it's just what I like though. Just because I had locks doesn't mean I can't get girls. No, I don't need to. That doesn't mean I can't want no relationship. Alright, I'm just that doesn't mean I can get mean girls if I get locks. No. I get locks because it's just what I want. It's not twin. It's not for twin because or just cut it off. I mean, I did cut it off because once I used to have high top locks before I got tapers. You see this? I mean, y'all probably seen me. I got tapers. And people talk about, ew, dreadlocks are ugly. No one don't want dread anymore. Because most girls, they do try to dreadlock. Sometimes I try to stand twist. I try to braid. I tried to even want a hairstyle. Wave 2, especially for wave 2 or taper afros or something. You know, see, me and the girls are different. They like what they see. That doesn't mean like you can just cut it off for a girl to get attracted. Hey man, unless you wanted to, okay? I wanted to because you two want to feel something, wanted something different, alright? One of my friends told me I should get locks. Well, one of my friends should get locks, but guess what happened, alright? But they respected what I wanted though.
Everything, or even worse, got, very sick and ended up in the hospital. When that happy man starts looking around for, the people that loved him, the people that he built all these relationships with, all these people that he was hooking up with and not really building a bond with.
Yeah, you're gonna have to start with hookup. Like, I've been scrolling on Instagram to talk about hookup. The best way to keep a relationship is not. They'll make you happy. What happens if that person leave you? I can tell that. Unless you just want experiencing or something like that. But hey man, the best way to do is just don't.
They're gonna be nowhere to be found. Ultimately, potentially putting yourself to be sitting alone in that hospital bed with no loved ones by your side. At that point,
yes,
are you happy? When it comes to relationships, hookup culture, or just dealing with another person that you may like, have a crush on, whatever it may be, a lot of times we only look at it on the surface level. But you do have to take a step back and recognize that everything is an investment. And if you're gonna put any level of time, energy, intimacy into somebody, you gotta really look deeper and ask yourself, what's the worst and best case scenarios of this person that I'm dealing with? And that's just something that hookup culture just doesn't promote at all. In a world where you're looking around and nobody cares about commitment anymore, it feels like, why would I be the guy that's trying to...
But it's not the end. Just because no one don't care doesn't mean it's not the end of the world. There's just few people who actually cares about them. Alright, you just have to stop with getting on the internet, stop going to the strip club, don't go
be in a relationship.
But right been talking because there's a lot of things going on here, alright?
Or get married or do all these things when it feels like nobody gives a fuck. The easy answer is to just go with the flow and just do what everybody else is doing. But before
I forgot about that. They can do like everybody else doing.
Before you subscribe to that mindset, just make sure you understand.
Just focus on yourself or something
that you're actually truly setting yourself up to be alone. No real relationships, no real friendships.
Hey man, don't give up, alright?
Just a whole lot of instant gratification. And that shit doesn't last very long.
Where you at, Birdo?
Sometimes when you find out what it is, the best way to do it is just let it then go. One day you can learn from it. Careful when you be in a relationship, alright? Don't be like anybody else, alright? Spin yourself, who you really is. Don't be like Andrew Tate or like for girls that will listen to Gorilla or Megan Thee Stallion or Cardi B or something, because their relationship in the past was toxic. Some relationship, because in reality there's a multiple good men who are looking for it, but these days they're all about just fight, like the whole world agenda attacking each other, bro. It's like the game, like which one is better, man or woman? But in reality, no man or woman ain't perfect but God, in my opinion. Because since in middle school they talk about, hey man, why we was in the middle school or something about this, but there's a girl they talk about girls are better than boys, and then one of my homeboys said boys are better than girls. And to me, ain't nobody better. We are just humans. It is what it is though. I think that's gonna be it for this video. So yeah, thank y'all for watching. Y'all new here. You know, if y'all interested, you know, in these videos, then hit that like button, hit that subscribe so you don't miss up. Alright, thank y'all for watching. So, alright, peace out.